Okay, are we ready to talk about anxiety, panic attacks, and meltdowns? This is not a scary topic. You're going to have fun with this. You might giggle a few times. It's nothing scary, I promise. You're going to learn a lot. These are tried and true methods. If it will work on a 5-year-old having a meltdown in an emergency room, honey, it'll work for you. Promise. Okay? So we're going to start with the basics. And it's nothing technical. Mama doesn't do technical. So the brain is pretty much just a big old computer. Everything that you have encountered, seen, heard, read, it's all data entry, and it's in your head. It's in your brain. It's on autosave, but it's in there. You know how once in a while you'll be doing something and something really stupid will just pop in your head? Where did that come from? And I don't even remember that happening. And you think about it, and yeah, I may have been about 4 years old. I remember that. There you go. Autosave. We have good memories, we have bad memories. We have good triggers in there, we have bad triggers in there. It's okay. We're going to deal with it. Some people don't know what their triggers are. They know that sometimes, out of the blue, for no reason, they're crying. They're angry. They don't know what the hell happened. It just happens. It's okay. By definition, a trigger is a reaction to a stimuli. Those words are important. A stimuli is something in your environment that you see, you hear, you smell. And a reaction means there's no thought behind it. It's instantaneous, knee-jerk, something out of your control. So you hear something, smell something, see something, and the next thing you know, you're reacting this way. Welcome to the world of triggers. Through my program, what we do is we replace the reaction with a response. Response takes thought. So the negative trigger, we're going to switch it out with a positive trigger, slowly. This does work. And we're going to go about it 2 different ways. Sometimes, you're at home having an anxiety attack, panic attack, and you're in the privacy of your own home, so you have a little bit more leeway and room to deal with things, a little bit more time, as opposed if you're in an elevator with other people. So let's talk about the emergency situation first. You're in an elevator, and all of a sudden you feel it coming on, your heart's racing, your hands are getting sweaty, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what started it. This isn't good. That's okay. What I want to do is find what works as a positive trigger for you at this point. Let's list some possible negative triggers. It could be a smell. If you have been a victim of domestic violence or violent crime, like a rape, you might smell someone's cologne that reminds you of your attacker. Their body odor may remind you of the attacker, and that sets you off. That happens. It may be a sound. Somebody might drop a book and it reminds you of gunfire, fireworks, blood, seeing blood. Any number of things can be a trigger, and that can set it off. So let's figure out some positive triggers, okay? That's going to counteract everything. Everybody is different, so we have to figure out what works for you. Everything's based on your 5 senses, because everybody has 5 senses. That is as basic to your core of your being as you can get. So what I suggest is on your phone, find a photo, a picture, something that when you see it, it makes you smile. It could be a picture of your kids, your spouse, your pets. Don't care what it is. Make it a screensaver. So you don't have to start fumbling through your phone. You can just look at your phone, it's there. And you breathe and you tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm in control, I have nothing to fear. And you say it again, I'm safe. I'm in control. I have nothing to fear. You could use fragrance, cologne. Most of us females carry a little cologne with us. Pull it out. Smell it. Make sure every day you spritz a little, like on your wrist or on your hand. So if this happens, you can just smell your wrist and breathe, because you like the fragrance. It's a positive stimuli. It's okay. And you breathe it in. I'm safe. I'm in control. I have nothing to fear. If you're a foodie, I would suggest you keep a favorite like candy in your purse, whether it's, I don't know, like a Werther's, a mint, peppermint, spearmint, wintergreen, whatever it is that just brings you peace and just kind of gives you that warm fuzzy. Pop it in your mouth and think, because I don't want you to choke talking, I'm safe, I'm in control, I have nothing to fear. If possible, and you have your earbuds in, have a song on autosave, or think of a song, or a prayer, or a chant, or just tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm in control, I have nothing to fear. Because you're safe, you're in control, and you have nothing to fear. Okay? Good job. So, let's say that we're in a more controlled environment. You're at your office, you're at home, house full of company, it's Thanksgiving, you're ready to pull your hair out. You need some you time, just real quick. Not a problem. If you're at work and meetings aren't going well, people are driving you up a tree, you can close your office door, because this isn't going to take long. You can go in the bathroom, you go in a stall, close the door. I don't advise that, but do whatever works for you. Go to your car. I don't care. I just want you in a safe space for a few minutes, okay? Ready? I want you to take a breath. I want you to see 5 things around you. And say it out loud. If you're in the bathroom, say it quietly. So you see the floor, you see the wall, you see the ceiling, you see your hand, you see your leg, you see your foot. Just 5 things that you see. Say them slowly and then take a breath. Good job. 4 things you can touch and feel. You can tap your foot on the floor. Well, the floor's hard. Maybe there's carpet or rug. Maybe it's wood. Maybe it's tile. The wall, well, the wall's cold or cool. My jeans are soft. My chair is, I'm on a love seat, so it's soft, but maybe your leather chair is smooth and cool. 4 things that we touch. And we take a breath. 3 things we hear. Okay, that can be trying. If you're at home, you may hear the kids, you may hear the TV, you may hear the dog, you may hear traffic. You may hear somebody in the office next to you. You may hear your own voice. You may hear your heart beating, your own breath, your stomach growling. 3 things you hear. Take a breath. Okay, doing good. 2 things you smell. Okay, maybe you smell your own cologne. your shampoo, hairspray, a candle, air freshener, flowers, the dog. Just 2 things that you smell. Take a breath. Last. 1 thing you taste. Well, maybe you had coffee recently, or tea, or a soda. Breakfast, what you had for lunch, gum, a mint. 1 thing that you can taste. If you can't think of anything you can taste, what would you like to taste? Would you like to taste a piece of chocolate cake? Pizza? What would you like to taste? And then take a breath. And tell yourself, I'm safe. I'm in control. I have nothing to fear. And then I want you to do an assessment. Is your heart beating slower? Are you breathing a little easier? Are you feeling a little better? You can repeat this as many times as you want. It will get easier every time you do it. And that's why you can get it down to what I call the 5-minute mind, body, spirit spa, where during Thanksgiving, you can slip into the bathroom or your closet and start getting into a better zone. Now, let's talk about those lovely kiddos having meltdowns. We all know kids that just can't deal sometimes. Having been an SICU nurse, we had to do our fair share in ER and trauma. Nothing like a little one with a strong set of lungs. Okay, this works. What we're going to do is primarily the same thing we just did, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but on a kid level. This takes patience. This takes patience. And did I mention this takes patience? You've got this. Because right now, their little minds are in fight or flight. You're not going to be able to reason with them. They probably can't even really hear you, but they may. I have a friend who had a little grandson, beautiful child, big OCD, loved to color, very artistic, but if they colored outside the lines, oh my gosh, total meltdown. And they would just let the kid melt down and let him cry it out. Well, that's one option. What I suggest, remember, patience, go over to the child, get down on their level, eye level, make eye contact if you can. Put your arms out to them, touch them on the shoulder. If you can hug them, great, and tell them, it's okay, you're safe. Because right now they're not feeling safe. It's okay, you're safe. Now, you need to remove them from the immediate area. Good luck. You can carry them. You can try and lead them and walk them. Every child is different, and they're probably not going to be cooperative. That's okay, because you're going to be patient, kind, and empathetic. Okay? At no time do you lose your temper. At no time do you get agitated, violent, jumpy, and grumpy. No, you've got this. You take the child, hopefully to another room, and would you just sit them on your lap or sit them next to you, whatever's going to work. It's important for you to put your arm around them or your arms around them and let them know they're safe. That is so important, to know that they're safe. They are not going to cooperate, I'll tell you that right now. So be ready. Depending on the age of the child and their interests, we're going to find 5 things to see. Think of the age of the child. If you're dealing with a toddler, that's a little easier. If you're dealing with somebody 10 or 12, you can, I would think somebody 8 and above, you can use the adult method for the most part. seeing the floor and, the wall and all of that. But somebody little, get ready to encounter Scooby-Doo, because sometimes that's what we have to do. So they're on your lap and they are screaming, no! Because that's what kids do. And you're saying, oh my gosh, I see Scooby-Doo. I see Scooby-Doo. And they scream, no! Yeah. And then you see the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus. I don't care who you see. Whoever this kid watches on cartoons, in their books, whatever. 5 things. If you want to avoid that situation and say, I see your head, I see your foot, I see your elbow, that's fine. Just 5 things that you see. And remember, they're going to be screaming. So, for the breath that we take, we're going to blow up a balloon. So you pretend to blow up a balloon. And what happens when you let go of the balloon? It flies through the air going psst. And you can, use your finger and make a trail or whatever you want to do. They may momentarily stop screaming to watch. Don't worry, they'll start screaming again. Not a problem. But it's starting to work. 4 things we touch. I can touch my nose. I can touch my elbow. I can touch, my knee. I can touch your knee. And they're screaming, no! It's okay. We're ready for it. Do the balloon. Blow up the balloon. They will pay attention that time. You might even get a smile, maybe. But they'll start screaming again, don't worry. 3 things we hear. That's a little easier. You hear the dog, you hear the neighbors, you hear somebody's tummy growling, you hear music. 3 things that you hear. And then you do the balloon. Now this time when you do the balloon, in all likelihood, they're going to interact. Okay? You've got their attention. 2 things you smell. I am not one. I'm pretty proper. So I don't do, oh, I smell stinky feet. I don't think so. I really don't think so. But you could smell cologne, you could smell cookies, you can smell a barbecue, you can smell the dog, whatever. 2 things you smell, and the balloon. Last, something you taste. You might ask them what they like to taste. What would sound good right now? You want some goldfish? Do you want a cracker? Do you want, a popsicle? Whatever it is. Because by then they should be a lot calmer and listening. Still crying, but listening. And do the balloon. And tell them, it's okay, you're safe. You're safe. You might have to do this a couple of more times, depending on the child. That's okay, because you got them through the crisis. They know they're safe. They're not screaming for 30 or 45 minutes. You did it. You did well. Good job. Now we're going to do what I do for most of my chemo patients. This is cool. I need you to stretch out, get comfy, and I want you to close your eyes. This is guided imagery and relaxation hypnotherapy. So you have had a bad day. You just need to have a little downtime, a little meditation time. People hate meditating because if you're trying to meditate, you sit there, you close your eyes, and you're thinking, I'm going to meditate. I'm hungry. I want pizza. Nope, I don't want pizza. Ooh, I want a sandwich. Barbecue. I want barbecue. Well, if I have barbecue, I want coleslaw. And then I want this for dessert. Meditating doesn't work for everybody. That's okay. We're going to try this. Guided imagery, relaxation hypnotherapy. Trust me, you'll love this. Lean back, close your eyes. Ready? We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. One more. One more time. Perfect. As you're laying there with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine your perfect place. This could be an imaginary place. This could be your place you go on vacation, a place you went as a child, just some place that you love, whatever it may be. Think about it. Let your mind go there. The most wonderful place where you feel safe and happy and content. Think about it. What are 5 things that you see? Who's with you? Do you see the sky? Do you see stars, the moon, trees, snow, the beach? 5 things that you see. Take another deep breath. I want you to reach out and touch 4 of these things. Are you walking in sand or soft grass? Are you walking in the surf? Is snow falling on your face or rain? Can you reach out and touch the tree? Touch whomever you're with. Are you holding someone's hand? And smiling, feeling safe. I want you to take another deep breath. What are 3 things that we hear? You hear the surf, birds, music. You hear the person that you're with. You hear their heartbeat. You hear laughter and music. 3 things that you hear. And I want you to take a deep breath in. Good job. 2 things that we smell. 2 things you smell. Do you smell flowers? Do you smell a barbecue, the salt air, pine forest, fresh cut grass? 2 things you smell. Take a deep breath. Now, what's something you taste? Are you having a cool drink? Are you having coffee or cocoa? Are you eating something yummy? Something that you taste. Take a breath. I want you to sit with this for a minute. Surround yourself with all the beauty that you see, the 5 things that we see, the 4 things that we hear and touch. Immerse yourself in this. You're there. Put yourself there. You're happy. You're relaxed. You're safe. You're smiling. You're content. You're at peace. Take a deep breath. One more. And one more. Great. Know that you can come back to this space anytime you wish. This is within your control. It's always within your control. Remember how peaceful you feel, how content. This is your place for you to return to anytime. Take a deep breath in. When you blow out the breath, I want you to stretch a little bit. Here you go. Another deep breath in. Stretch real big. Wiggle your fingers and toes a bit. One more breath. Let it out and open your eyes. Good job. So that is how we do it. So hopefully you feel a little more relaxed, a little more at ease. This does wonders. If you have kids and you have trouble getting them to bed at night, you know, they're wound up on homework and TV and their iPad and their friends, and contact me. We can do a specific guided imagery relaxation hypnotherapy session for them, and you can record it on your phone or whatever and play it for them at night and make a bit of a game out of it. You know, they can lay there and close their eyes and go to whatever magical place they want to go and have a good night's sleep. It works. I hope you found this beneficial. If at any time you need me, reach out. I am always here. If you want to treat with me, you know how to find me on Nexia. Reach out. Let me know. I will be happy to work with you. We can explore the origin of the triggers if you wish. Get to the root of it and deal with it appropriately. But this is a good Band-Aid to get you through a crisis. I appreciate your meeting with me. Thank you. And I hope to see you again. Bye.